Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. Tonight is going to be a demonstration of mediumship and some free readings. My name's Marcus Lapsa. I've been a working medium for quite a number of years. Hopefully, we got quite a few of the regulars that come on tonight, and hopefully, we've got some new viewers. If I could ask you all to share straight away, if you can just share to your Facebook friends, tell them where they can come onto the YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll have a fantastic evening. I was setting up today because I've got a new iPad, and I was setting up, and I had setting up or trying to set it to a big screen and everything else. I had a couple of orbs around me today, and I've been playing about with them, just trying to post them on my Facebook page, because it was lovely, because it was bright light, and my new iPad picked up a few orbs, which is absolutely fantastic. So Spirit have been around me all day today, and we've been fiddling about, and I've been trying to set up and everything else. So hopefully we're going to have a good evening. Have we got any hellos, Richard? Oh, I've just got a message up. Hello, Terry. Good evening. Good evening, Terry. Thanks for all the hard work, Terry. Terry's the admin, and she tells us to jump. Pamela, the only person in Christendom that ever guessed my star sign. Ever. Alison, good evening. Yes, hi, Heidi. Good evening, Heidi. Cherie. Quite a few of the regular. Oh, I stay, all right. Yeah, well, Sally. Oh, yes, I got some feedback for you tomorrow night, Sally. Some brilliant feedback for you. Christine, good evening. Rhonda, good evening. Oh, I love that little quote for the dog there. Should be, sort of be even better. Oh, Kelly, good evening. That little quote, it should have been like sort of Welsh flags, like my Welsh flag suit, really. Shelley, good evening. And Jason, good evening, Jason. And if you could say where you're from as well, please, if especially if you're new to the channel. Good evening, Tracy. Don't forget to share with your friends and get them to the link. Cheryl, good evening. Hopefully, as I said, hopefully we're going to have a good evening this evening. Veronica, hello, Veronica. The superstar Veronica, fantastic medium. June, good evening. As I said, Veronica does all the bookings and for virtually everybody, I think, through the pandemic. Good evening, Gary, G-Man. Hi there. Kim, good evening. And a few of you, good evening, Emma. Could you just put where you're from, please? Could you put where you're from? Because we were just trying to find out, Sue. Good evening. And whether it's the first time on. Mr. and Mrs. B. Mr. and Mrs. B. Good evening. Hesval. Oh, wow. My goodness, that's a fantastic photograph, isn't it? Christiane. Roberto. That looks Italian. Lisa, good evening. Hello. Tina, I guess my vacation video, able to engage with everyone on your last. Hello. Good evening, Tina. Evening, Shelley. Sorry, Kerry. Seashell, I was just say from South Africa. I did a job for a South African yesterday, in fact. He's been over here for 2 years. And he's only, Siddiqui. Keris, lovely name, Keris. Siddiqui just means how are you in Welsh. I mean, people use these. Coventry, I'm from Coventry, Kerry. I'm from Coventry. I'm up in Tile Hill, Lime Tree Park, Tile Hill. Any more people further afield? Lauren watching from Newport. Which Newport, though? If it's Newport, South Wales. Christine Davis, good evening. We've got quite a few of the regulars on. Natalie, good evening. from Southampton, my first time. Oh yeah, yeah. In your dreams, Heidi. In your dreams. First time, yeah. Watching from London. Oh, Putney, slightly new. I've been on a few times to watch. Oh, well, hopefully you're going to enjoy it, Emma. Right, is that all the yellows, Richard? Emma, hi. Well, I like the little wavy thing. Right, I'm caught up. Right, as I said, I'm a spiritualist medium. Predominantly, I'm here, Coventry. Oh, and 2 people from Coventry. I'm a spiritualist medium. Predominantly, I'm here to try to prove survival, and that's what I'm going to try to do tonight. I'm not going to make anything fit. I've got information. I link with spirit. I give you the information and hope we can prove that we're communicating. And quite often the character comes through. So, you know, please bear with me if we have to work a little bit on the character. The first communicator, okay, Jack. The first communicator I've got is Jack, and he just made me swallow big time because he was saying before he passed, he had terrible, terrible trouble swallowing. Excuse me. And what he's telling me that he used to sort of like have some sort of acid reflux as well. He's also saying that he would link to. Come on. He's making me shake my hand a little bit like this, and it wasn't sort of Alzheimer's or anything like that. It was just that he was a bit of a twitchy person. He lived on his nervous energy. I'm trying to get the age because usually I always say to them, you know, Jack, there's thousands of you there. Absolutely thousands of Jacks and Daves and this, that, and the other. And I'm just trying to get a little bit more. And with the throat, he's telling me that it was a cancerous condition. He's finally told me now. He said, he had terrible trouble with it. He used to have all the acid reflux. And he's given me the figure of 72, but I don't feel that that's his age. It might be. And, you know, I like to be hard and fast on these matters. But he's just given me the figure of 72. And what he wants me to do is he's just saying, right, Uncle Jack. Good evening, Mary. And he's just put Uncle Jack. So he was an uncle. So he was an uncle. Hull, oh, lovely city, Hull, lovely city. Went there when you were the year at. I can take Jack with talk. Oh, right, it was Hull. Good. Not good that he had throat cancer, obviously, but good that you can take it. Now, he gave me the figure of 72, and I know there's about a 15-second delay, so you bear with me. He did, Grand Jack Dax, his wife had cancer, and 72 his age when he passed. Right, so it's either, was it Michelle or Stace, yeah? Oops, caps. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's shouting, isn't it, Stace? Don't worry. Could you put the... So it could be Stace or it could be... Was it Michelle? Was it Grandad Jack? His wife had cancer and 72 his age when he passed. Right, Stace. Looks like I'm with you. I can take with Jack. That's Michelle, right? So it's Michelle and Stace at the moment. It looks like I might be with Stace. And I know a bit about Stace because obviously she's a VIP and she's started as a working and she's works as a medium. So if you both listen out at the moment, because what he's making me do is this with my shoulders, and this I really, my Jack was 59. Thank you, Michelle. As I said, but listen out because I wasn't sure. Although this will fit into Stace, I think I might be to and fro in between the both of you. Stace, you should be able to take an anniversary of a passing, Stace, in September, and that's a gentleman's. You should be able to take a birthday in January, a birthday in February, and an anniversary of passing in April. Now I had to spirit that out just to make sure that we're on the right link because we've got it. And you know, the thing is, Stace, you know his character. And what I need is that he used to be a little bit twitchy. I need a little bit of confirmation on that because he's putting all the feelings on me and he's, you know, as I said, it's not Alzheimer's or you know, or whatever. It was through his life he'd be a little bit the type that couldn't sit still. Do you understand? In, you know, especially in his youth and all this, he always had to be living on his nervous energy. I just need a little bit of confirmation on there. And then we've got, you should, like, now I know I am with you, Stace. I know I am with you, and I just need that little bit of confirmation there. But I need to go back to Michelle to see if Michelle can take a Mary that died at the age of 62. Because I've got this two different energies at the moment. They're really, really pulling me from one part to the other. Stace, mine was the ducker and diver. Right, I knew I had to. I knew I had two of them. Passing September, don't know about January. I can take the April birthday. I can take. Okay, right. Who do I deal with first, Stace or Michelle? Right. And he was always fidgety as he got older. Right? I know I've got two. I know I've got two. Right, Stace, look, you know I know a little bit about you, so you have to take this at face value, okay? Because I do know a little bit about you because over the weeks, with the development and everything else. So his sister Mary died. Michelle, I am with you as well, okay? So I'm going to separate this now. I'm going to work with Stace, and then I'm going to come back to you, Michelle, okay? So Stace, right. I've been with you, working with you sort of with the VIPs over the last couple of few weeks. So you have to take this at face value, Stace, okay? Because I've given you a little bit of advice on certain things. It might be right for you. It might not be right for you. But the thing is, this Jack always had good advice. That's what he's telling me. Always had good advice. Or he believed he had good advice, okay? And what he's doing is coming to say that and I'm telling you straight, Stace, this is how I feel that he's giving it to me. You, Stace, put a brave face on things, okay? We all do at times, but you do, okay? And the journey that you're on and that you've been on, you seem to have come. And your character's changed. Now, I've only known you for a few months or whatever, but he's telling me it's as if your character's totally changed. And it's as if your confidence is finally getting to the stage where it should be. Now, hopefully you can give me a bit of confirmation on that, because look, I'm not going to tell you in a message like this about mediumship. Yes, we have. And yes, I understand he did have good advice here, because he's come in and saying there would have been a thought stage quite a few, maybe a couple of few years back. There may be a thought that, why do I bother? Because deep down you knew, and I'm not talking necessarily about mediumship or psychic abilities or whatever. Deep down you knew you had a drive either to do something, either to do with education or to just, not necessarily formal education, but something that was pushing you forward. Yes, it has changed after you married. Oh, good. And he's pushing it and saying, gal, G-A-L, he used. Had my consonants badly and it's starting to get back. Yes, I have felt that. Right, yeah. And what he's saying is, and he hasn't said girl, he says gal, G-A-L. He says, look, gal, you are where you need to be. And the thing is, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. You shouldn't have told me that. I'm going to slap your legs, I tell you. He's saying that you are where you need to be, and the confidence that you are, it's going to sound trite now, the confidence that you've had, that you did have way back, you did have it. And yes, that is actually, yeah, good. The confidence that you had way back, just because someone whittled away at it, and then quite often, quite quite often we look at ourselves with a negative attitude because of outside influences. And they says, where you're at the moment, that is where you should have been those few years ago, quite a few years ago. And it's the learning process and the ups and downs. And he's given me, now to me, Stace, every time I talk to you, you're happy, jokey, this, that, and the other. But he's put the ups and downs that you've gone through needed that to strengthen it. And March the 4th as well, you should be able to take, Stace. Okay, March the 4th. And look, you know your developments going forward. I know it. Everybody knows it. Be confident. Don't let the naysayers bring you down, because we're all individuals. Every single one of us is individual, and we be the best of we are, of what we are, and the way we communicate with spirit. And you be the best you are. Do not be dragged into, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. Take advice, look at it, assess it. If it's good for you, all well and good. If it's not, just push it to the side gently. You might go back to it, you might not to. And that's the way forward. Because, he's saying, and I don't know if you'd recognize this, he'd made me do something else. Because, I don't know who says that. Because. And there's got to be someone that links to, because I mean, I don't say it like that, but because, and it was a deep voice. It's right, and it's right for you. Okay, Steve, I hope you can take that. And special, I hope you can take, was it March the 4th, wasn't it? Can I go back to Michelle, please? First, March the 1st, not sure about 4th. Stace, I'll tell you what, he could count. It's, oh, right, okay, it's your weakness. It's definitely March the 4th. It's not March the 1st, it's March the 4th. Okay, definitely March the 4th. 100% about that. Now, can I go back to Mary, please? Because, sorry, Michelle. Yeah, no, it's because I've got Mary here that I said Mary, because I've got the Jack, and he was, you know, he's like this, and I know Michelle said he was a duckroom diver, and then this Mary came in. His sister Mary died, yeah. Right, Michelle. And the thing is, that he's put this feeling on me now, and they both here at the moment, and he's going there, and you know, he you know, you know that, like a character, say maybe from the East End or whatever, like a bit of a lad, and this, that, and the other. It's that type of feeling that he's giving me. He knew people, he knew how to get around them, he knew how to put the velvet tongue on, bit of ducking and diving and moving and grooving and whatever. It was that type of terminology that I feel that he used to, you know, if you looked at him, that's what you would conjure up. And the Mary, totally different character. 100% totally different character. Mary is softer. She's come close. Very soft, very understanding. You know, sort of like could rule the roost if she wanted to, but was a little bit more laid back. Saying that, oh, what they called? Oh God, she just said. And I hope, Michelle, I hope you can do this and get me a bit of confirmation on this. Lots of women's problems, she said. That's what she said. Lots of women's problems. And who is it, Michelle, that we're oh dear, okay. Oh, it's not nice. Oh, yes, mega figure. Yes, well, yes, and the thing is, it was more the understanding that she had that he might really used to get into the scrapes and do this, that, and the other, and she was the constant in his life, if you know what I mean. That, yeah, okay, maybe try this, try that, and quite often she wasn't that judgmental. She was non-judgmental. But they just showed me, and look, I'm an animal lover. We have dogs and we've had cats and in the past, but there's got, and this is it's not nice, this, to be honest, and somebody's just showed me, and it's a memory, and it is what it is. But there should be a memory where someone called the police because someone had grabbed, yes, Grape's totally, yeah, she was a lovely lady. Well, she is a lovely lady, not what, she is a lovely lady. There's a memory of someone that called the police out to a family because someone in the family had picked up a cat by the tail and had hurt the cat. And I don't know if he was, which is a nasty, nasty thing to do, but sort of swung it. And that's like just a memory. And she's just brought that because she got really, really angry about that, rightly so, but she wouldn't let that go. And I don't know if it was her that reported it or there was something along those lines. And there's something around you, Michelle, that who is it, Michelle, that's around you that is emotionally all over the place, just can't concentrate one way or t'other, makes a decision. I don't know the cat story. She's, and it's not a nice thing to do, especially on an open forum like this, but that's to do with the memory, and it was to do with the family. And she is telling me that not about the cat, and it's not about the cat because that would be that one of the family members had picked up a cat or whatever, got reported, police went out there, RSPCA or whatever. But also, she's telling me that family, the father went to prison. So you might not know about the cat, but there should be a memory of a family where the father, and nothing at all to do with the cat in that context, but the father went to prison. Now, she's also talking, as I say, someone this side that emotionally is all over the place. They make a decision, then they change it, then they go one way, and then they go another, and it's as if they're floundering around emotionally at the moment. And she's come just to say, you just need to settle down. Whoever it is, they just need to settle down and understand how well they are off, because she wasn't that well off. Sort of, my other half's a bit affected, but right, okay. And the thing is, Jack went to prison. Right, okay. Well, you can see where it's going, or whatever. Then, they're all sort of, they build up this little story, don't they? They build up this little story. Well, if it's your partner, then what Mary's saying is that try to look on the positives, because there's, to her mind, then what they had to go through, or whatever she went through, her family and everything else, then if you look at the positives, then you will see how much you got to be thankful for. And she means it in a really holistic way, And who is it that, Michelle, who is it that dropped out of college? Because she just said somebody dropped out of college. Wasn't uni, it was college. Somebody dropped out of college. 17th of April. Okay. I'm just pulling that page out because I'm onto one. I've got just need try to get a little bit of feedback on who dropped out of college, Michelle, because she's talking about someone that dropped out of college who just couldn't cope because the pressure was too much, and it's not necessarily to do with the other situation where it's all over the place. But it is someone that dropped out of college and just couldn't cope with the stresses and strains of the formality of the teaching side. Now, I've taught in further education, Rich has taught in further education, and quite often there's strict guidelines that you have to adhere to. And I feel that somebody dropped out of college there. And I'm not going to labor there. I'm going to move on to my next link. If it comes up on the screen, I'll go back to it. If not, I'm going on to my next link, okay? Because I've got a grandmother, and she's telling me that somebody should be able to link with the birthday on the 17th of April, and also the birth weight of 7 pound 9 ounces. I'm not saying that, this is the evening, Marcus. Hello, Debbie, my very good friend Debbie. Fantastic medium, Deb Clark. We've done numerous public demos together for charity. Diane, good evening. So I've got a grandmother, Chaplain Heather Marie Wedding. Okay, blessed. Chaplain Heather Marie Wedding. Oh, hello, Heather. Good evening. It was a long thing to read out on my screen. Eileen Mackey. Good evening. Faith, Hope, and Love. And Haley. Hello, Haley. Maureen. Haley's on you. That's Maureen. It's my wife's cousin, Haley. Lovely to see you, Haley. Right. So I've got a grandmother, and she's telling me that whoever she's, Abby Donaldson. Good evening. Somebody should be able to link with the birthday on the 17th of April and the birth weight of 7 pound 9 ounces. Don't necessarily link those together. And what this grandmother's showing me is that, thank you very much. It's my pleasure, Michelle. It's my absolute pleasure, honestly. And if it is your partner, just tell them to try to look at the positives, because that's what Mary would have done. She really, really would. And if you look at her character, that's the way the approach can go forward. But hopefully you've got the person who dropped out of college as well. And if you've got that, if you can give me a bit of feedback, I've got a little bit more information on that one. But I just need that confirmation that we're on the right lines. So anyway, let's... Diana Redman. Hi. Quite often when I'm constant, Haley just said hello, Mo. I can take the April birthday, but not the 17th. I can also take the weight. Okay, Natalie. Okay, because I've got a grandmother, and she would be no. Yeah. Okay. She can take the birth weight. You can take an April birthday, but not the 17th. Can I just work with you then, Natalie? Because I might be able to place the 17th at a later date, because she was more talking about the 7 pound. I don't know if you can see it the way I've written it there, and I've boxed it up, and it was 2 boxes. So this is part of her character coming through, and I hope you can take this. And it's the way in which she used to talk, because when you're excited and you're into that sort of groove of that way in which you deal with friends and family, you're always relaxed. My birthday 17th, weight possible. Grandchild, but we'll have to check. Right. Oh God, because so it's either June or Natalie. Do you know what I say to Spirit? I say, look, give me something specific, like a birth weight, like a date, this, that, the other, because that's the way to separate it. And we can get 2 people. And all of a sudden, we get 2 people that can possibly take the both. Well, because my first link was a double link, let's just see if we're the same here, okay? Which one of you then, either June or Natalie, the character of the grandmother is that when she was at ease with the family or friends, and you're in that groove where you're just being yourself, used to drop her voice a little bit when she was talking about something serious. So she'd be talking at a normal tone. She'd be talking like I am now, just at a normal tone, no high, not too many highs, not too many lows. But then all of a sudden, if it was something of a nature, just say, Mrs. Thomas, so all of a sudden she'd say, Mrs. Thomas had to go to the hospital, and she'd lower her voice, and then she'd be back to normal. And that was really part of her character. She'd be, going away and saying, oh, yeah, I was this, I was that, this, that, and the other. Do you realize that Mr. Davis had to do this? And then she'd be back. So which one of you can take that part of her character? Because that's what she's making me do. Also, the 2nd of November is a birthday. And because I just need which one of you can take with that character, either Natalie or June. And right, Natalie, I'm with you. Okay, if you can take that on your on June. Right, okay. If, as I said, my first link was a double link, let's see if this is double link. Right, one of you should be able to take the 2nd of November for a birth, and I'm screaming to them now, and I'm just saying, come on, one of them can take a second. What can the other one take if I've got a double link? Because we don't know if we do. A birthday, what? Oh God, that was early. Just before then, yeah. And they've given me the 24th of December. Christmas Eve. So if I've got a double link, one of you should be able to take 2nd of November, the other one take the 24th of December. If not, you both got to just listen out, because she's a lovely, lovely character, and now and again she can't take November. Okay, hopefully Natalie can take the November. I can't take the 2nd of November. Neither of you can take 2nd of November. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Because what she's also indicating to me is that she used to get her words a little bit wrong. Okay. So I'm asking her to give me an example, but she would try to say a word and it would just be slightly wrong. And, and it was just one of those things, some people can't say certain words, but she would say something like, I don't know. I'm asking, I say, just give me an example. And she's a little bit shy as well, really, because I would have felt that she would have been out of a depth in certain situations. If you took her into a place where she wasn't comfortable with, she would have been maybe a little bit shy and needed that little bit of guidance and help, especially, in a social situation where she didn't want to embarrass herself or whatever. And that's a character that's coming forward. And neither of you can take the 2nd of November. Yes, you can. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. Not the 24th of December, but near there. Now, Natalie, thanks for that. It sounds like you're Nan. Okay, don't worry about the dates, Natalie. If I haven't got a double link, I haven't got a double link. I asked him specifically for those dates to see if I got a double link. But if that sounds like your Nan, I'm with you. Okay, and I'll go back to June in a second. Okay, because what she's saying, Natalie, is that she wasn't confident in certain social situations, and bless her, she's saying that and this is this should be something that she would have said physically, okay? This should be something she said, oh, that's a bit posh. And hopefully you recognize that. Oh, that's a bit. So if it was something either a little bit expensive or this, that, and the other, whatever, oh, that's a bit posh. Oh, that's a bit posh. And I feel that she wants me to get that across. And the thing is, Natalie, you would know when a lot of people know when spirit are around them. They fully understand that they get certain feelings, they get certain signs, you see things and something triggers something, and then your mind goes on a roll. And then the unfortunate thing is then quite often we put the negative strain on it instead of just accepting it for what it is. But I feel that quite often when she's around you, you get like a little, like she's telling me, yes, she would say that. Oh, lovely. She's telling me now that when she gets close to you, you feel a little breeze, as if someone was going, either on the back of your neck. Quite often we go either left or right side, but I feel more this is either on the neck where, and they give you, it just gives you a little shiver. And I feel that that's happened to you, and that's when she's close. When she's close anyway, but it's as if that's that extra little confirmation. I feel around me all the time. I sense she's with me at the point I run from one to. She says she was with me to the point I run from one room to another. Oh, wow. That's lovely. That's lovely, Natalie. Well, the thing is, she's saying now, as you just said that, she quite often, it's as if she goes like that. And I feel that what she's showing me at times that you've gone like that, quick, what, like that. And she's smiling, and I'm not sure if it's her, but someone just said, oh, what a lovely gummy little smile. Yes, get that all the time. Oh, brilliant. Because she just said smiling, and somebody just said, or she just said, sorry, what a lovely gummy little smile. And that's a memory. That's a memory. Oh my God, yes. Is that to the memory, or is it the triggers of? Because I'll tell you now, your nan is gorgeous. She is a beautiful soul. And it's all right me sitting here as a medium saying that. And think, oh yeah, he's just saying that. But when they get this close to you, and when they put those feelings on it, we pick up all her character and all the way in which she used to link to things and think of things. And she was just gorgeous. Oh, and she used to say that all the time. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely, lovely. And the thing is, oh, dear. All right. Oh. Quite often we say that our grandparents are our guardian angels. Okay, so that's been said. She's just told me. She said, it's as if they call me a guardian angel. But she's saying, I haven't got wings because my feather duster couldn't clean them enough. So she's given me, she's just showed me either some sort of little feather duster that either she used to have or something on a stick that she used to do cleaning. And she's saying, I'm not really a guardian angel because I couldn't clean my wings. And I don't know if someone has said, oh, she's my guardian angel or whatever, but she's making a little joke of it because she's saying, of course I am. But hopefully that has been said, and there's this memory to do with either a feather. I don't know if it's a feather dust. There's something on a stick anyway that's clean. It might be a bit of a cloth or whatever. And God, that's an old sweet. She also just showed me. Well, she showed me two things. She showed me what we used to call. She used to joke like that, bless her. She loved making jokes, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's showing me a mint imperial and what I would have thought would be what they called a gobstopper. But it wasn't really a big hard gobstopper. It was like, looked like a gobstopper, but it was more sort of like hard outer shell with chewing gum in it or something. I don't know if that's relevant. You know when someone says, "Oh, it's a load of balls," you know, "Oh, that's nonsense. It's a load of balls." The type of thing that she would say, "Oh, no, it's a load of bowls," as opposed to the game of bowls. It was that type of things that she used to get wrong, because she's just put that to me. I use a feather dust to clean a picture of her. Oh, bless. Oh, lovely, Natalie. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. On our favourite mint. Oh, lovely, lovely. And the thing is, Natalie, this is just how they prove it. This is what it's about. This is what we call spiritualism about. It's because that leveling never ever dies. Never ever dies. And it's that these little things that just touch on you, and you know that she's there. You know that love's there. But also she wants to bring a little bit of laughter, because she is saying that's what's needed at the moment. She understands the sadness. She understands the distress. But it's laughter that's needed at the moment. It's really laughter. And she just wants to lift you up. And it's as if, I know you said she used to tell jokes all the time, but they were silly, silly jokes. You know what I mean? That everybody wouldn't belly laugh about, but everybody would smile at. And that's what she wants to do. She's come that close just to give you that smile. And again, she says that gummy little smile. And I'll leave that with you, Natalie. Okay. Right. Can I go back to June, please? Richard, could we have you sound just like your Marcus has? Oh, love, oh, bless. I'm really pleased. Yeah. Oh, I'm here. I really need to. Yeah, and she wants you to smile, Natalie. She really needs that. She needs that. She needs that out of you. You know, because the thing is, and I mean, oh, look, if you got tears, then they're happy tears, because she is that close to you, and you know that. You know that. You know that. And well, what else she's doing? I was just wondering. She's saying, "Chin up, chin up." Was that something she said? Chin up, chin up, chin up. She's making me bite the bottom lip. Natalie, she's making me bite the bottom lip. And that's what you do when you get worried. Okay, and I'll leave that with you, Natalie. Hi, June. All right, okay. Oh, let's see what we got here. Where am I? Oh, no, I know you take some of it, and you couldn't take the birthdays, June. Okay, so you know, I'm just going to work with you, because my first link was she'd always tell me to keep my chin up. Well, that's what she's doing now, Natalie, and she's there to help you all the time, all the time. And remember that, please, Natalie. Okay, June. There's someone this side has got either a sinus problem. Upstate New York. sorry, New York. Sorry, this is my first time watching. Vitrina. Oh wow, that's a lovely name. Is it Foudry? Foudry? Where's that name from, Vitrina? Because I love names. I love names. Hopefully you're going to enjoy Vitrina. Yeah, June. Who is it that's got the sinus problem, June? This side, because I've got, you know, all my sinuses problems there. A lot was like it, but not the dates. Yeah, don't worry about the dates. As I said, you know, I was just checking if I've got it. They'll go back to the dates if needed. But I want someone this side, June, that's got a sinus problem that is really, really bringing them down, bringing someone down, because it's causing headaches and it's causing this, that, and it's really getting to them. And the other thing, because she's just said, okay. Right, we've got to check now, that because I've got a different character now, June, and I'm hoping this is you. You know, you were gone. I'm hoping it is. And we've got to prove it. That's what this is about. It's not about, oh yeah, hit or miss. We've got to prove it. And then the thing is, what she's just made me do is it's as if that she used to do a little bit of either constant headaches. Right, yeah. With the sinuses, yeah, right. So I am on the right link then. And it's as if it's all in. Nobody can get any concentration when it's happening. She was very like Natalie's grand. Yeah, but the difference is, June, the difference is that now what this one's come in here now is, hopefully you're grand. What she's indicating, I've said, look, you have to give me something to separate it, to say what. It's as if when she's going around, she's going, ha, 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 da, 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 da. And it was as if she's singing, but she wasn't singing. She was just going, you know, like a dee, 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 da, 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 whatever. But it wasn't, even if she was singing, it wouldn't have been the full song. She would start a song like, I did it, my da, 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 and then go on like that. It's more like a ditty than anything else. And there should also be, she's telling me that there was a merchant sailor in the family, a merchant sailor, and also she's telling me that he looked wonky. dear. She did. Yeah, she did as she did the housework. Yeah, I'm sorry to laugh because she's just told me there was, and whether it was a husband or whatever, it's as she's just told me. She said there was a gentleman, her Uncle Bill, the sailor. Okay, righto. But now I don't know if it's Bill or whether it's another gentleman, because she would have said this. She said his spine was a little bit curved, and she used to say he looks a bit wonky, because he wouldn't be either standing up straight or whatever. But it was a physical condition. But she would have physically said that he looks a bit wonky, doesn't he? And that should be a memory. And going back to you say it's Bill who's the sailor. He absolutely loved his life. He loved going here, there, and everywhere, because he didn't really want that commitment of being at a particular place. Okay, but you should be able to check. Hopefully you should be able to check on that on there, because a lot of sailors, a lot of people in the armed forces, they have tattoos. Okay, they have tattoos. It's just a thing. Now, they've just shown me a young man, and this is not Bill. This is not the sailor. It's not the sailor. Okay? And it's the right arm they showed me, because don't forget we mirror image. And there should be someone that has got a cross tattooed on the inside of his right arm. She would use the expression wonky, but I didn't know him. Okay. Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. It was the way that she said it. Well, he was a bit wonky, meaning that, you know, that either his spine was a little bit out or whatever. But anyway, just moving on, there's someone this side, the inside of the arm there has got a cross, and it's quite an ornate cross. And it's got the date of when, and at the top it's got dad, and then it's got the date of either, I don't know if it's when he, from what date to a date, but it's dad and a cross. And you should know someone. You should know someone that's got that tattoo in memory of his dad. Memory of his dad. Memory of his dad. What other tattoos you got then? Right, okay. She's just slowed me right down now. She's just slowed me right down because there's sorry, I can't take the tattoo. Don't worry about that, June, because they just moved me on as well to something else. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure that I'm with you on this next bit of information, June. To be honest with you, because I just felt a subtle change in the energies, especially with the tattoo. Because I've also got someone this side. Is it called a hair lip? Isn't it? You know, a hair lip. That. Do you know someone this side who's got a hair lip? Gentlemen. Don't worry about the tattoo. Sorry to point, June. Sorry to point, because she used to do that. Your grandmother used to do that. She used to point. And you know, I don't think point is a nice thing, but she's just point. She's saying, you get tunes in your head. No, I can't take the hair lip. Yeah. I think the tattoo and the hair lips for someone else, June. But I'm just going back to, because your mum, it's not your mum. Your grand just come in and she just pointed, and she's just said to me, you get music. You get music in your head. You get music. It's as if they're sending you music, either songs or parts of songs or this, that, and the other, or rhythms or tunes or whatever. Hopefully you can get that. And they're saying that that's part of the way in which you're working. That's part of the way in which you're working. It's as if, I don't know, they'll give you a song and that'll take you along a track. Okay, I got that one. Hopefully you can take that, June. You know, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't, and that's fine. It's just the most important part of that last part of the message is that she used to point. Yes, I got lots of tunes in my head. Right. Well, this is what she's indicating is now just latch onto them. Whatever the tune is, then that's the way in which they're leading you to whatever that symbol is or whatever that message is. For example, I can remember giving a message in the 1980s, and it was online, and we didn't have Zoom then. It was, sort of like messenger, sending a message, this, that, and the other, and it was the George McRae of Rock Me Baby. Yes, she would point. Yeah, oh, that's brilliant. That's good validation, and it was Rock Me Baby, and that was what the woman was singing to her husband when she passed. So it's a powerful thing. And what she's saying is, June, look at the tune, you might not know all the words, but look at the tune, and look at, just as people look at colors, just as people look at symbolism, look at the tunes, see what it conjures up, and just go along with it. Because I really, really feel that you could do a demo or some sort of workshop, and someone would pick a tune. Or I remember we were talking to Kelly in the development class, and pick a tune, and then that character will come through and give the message in and around that. Try it, June. Just try it, because that's what she's indicating. And if the other stuff's fitting in, all well and good. Okay. And just as she finishes, she just said, someone had an hernia. Okay, and I'll leave that with you. Okay, so my next link is I've got to go back to this gentleman, because Authentic Shorty, hey, Rachel, hello, lovely to see you. Oh, brilliant, lovely to see you, Rachel. You were great last night, absolutely great. If anybody ever wants a palm read, go to Rachel G Palmistry. Was one of the readers on SPTV. Thank you. I've never done that with a message. Give it a try, June, because that's what you are saying. Give it a try, and if it works, it works. Son, Uncle David. Right, yeah. Well, all the other information's fitting in, so give it a try. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, then maybe just modify it a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry to sit up. I've got to just sit up straighter. You just told me to sit up straighter. Kerry, hello. Right. What I need. Good evening, Priscilla. Hopefully people are going to enjoy this. You've seen the way that I work. I try to build a link, try to get the character and everything else, and it just comes as it comes. But I've got a dad in spirit that's telling me that his son this side and his son this side had a tattoo on the inside of his right arm, inside of the right arm, and it's like it's not just a normal cross, it's quite an ornate cross. And I feel as if the word dad would have been at the top, and the date maybe of either his passing or his age of his passing would be at the bottom. And also what I got with that is someone, and this is not necessarily the son, but someone should be able to link with someone this side, a gentleman that's got a hair lip, who counters for, well, June, take her advice and give it a try. Really seriously, because quite often when we're using the clairsentient side of our nature and that the intuitive side of our nature, it's all about the way they lead it. If it's a card, if it's an oracle card, it's this card, it just sends you in a direction. And I really feel that you'll be able to work with those tunes, because it's those melodies that they're putting in there and just pushing you along that way. So give it a try. Can anybody take this lad with the tattoo that his dad's in spirit? If not, nothing yet. Bang bang, shopping on bang bang. I hit the ground, man. They've just put a tune in my head now, haven't they, June? They've just put a tune in my head. Pleasure, Rachel. Pleasure. I'll tell you. I've got to tell everybody the other day, because I love watching Rachel work, and I was signed on to the show, and she offered to pull me a card, and I was pleased to be offered, but I didn't feel I needed the card. And literally, Rachel, I just love to watch you work. I just love to watch you work. It's not about me getting a message, not about me getting the card or whatever. I just love to watch quality work. So, quite often. Sorry, I'm late. Grandchildren are all gone. Good evening, Tina, Christine, Lacey. Hello. Right. So, I've got singing. Yeah. It's a bit more than singing it, Stace, because it's quite heavy stuff. It's quite heavy stuff. If nobody can take the tattoo and the hair lip, I'm just going to park that for now, okay? I'm going to park that for now. And this song that they've just tuned, they've just put in my head, is to do with somebody being shot, okay? And it's bang. No, it's not quite that one. Not quite that one, Richard. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, he shot me down. Bang, bang, he hit the ground. And what they're telling me is that someone got shot twice and died. Someone got shot twice. Because they said, bang, bang, he shot me down. Bang, bang, he hit the ground. But he got shot twice. He got shot twice and died. That's the link I've got. That's the link I've got. I knew a guy years ago, but not sure about the tattoo, but he had a hair lip. Haven't seen him in years, though. He'd be in his 40s now. Okay. I knew a guy years ago, not sure about the tattoo. Right. I was going to park that, Eileen. Nancy Sinatra song sang that. Oh, wow. Did she? Okay, Carrie, thank you for that. Eileen, I was going to park that, but I'll work on that if you're okay. Yeah. The thing is, Eileen, his dad was in spirit. That's the thing. Whether you knew about the tattoo or whatever, the time that you would have known him, his dad would have been in spirit, because it was his dad that's communicating. And that's what I just need to know. And Chanel bag. Wow. Got to throw this out there. They've just showed me a Chanel bag. I don't even know what the Chanel bag looks like, but they've just shown me it. Which, who's got a Chanel bag? Eileen, do you know when yours is up on the screen now? Evening, Phil. Who's got a Chanel bag? I thought that was a sheer song. Ginny Rose. It's not necessarily about the song or who sang it. It's really about someone got killed, right? Being shot twice. And then you're not sure. Okay. Oh. Nope, on the Chanel bag. No, I felt the Chanel bag was to do with the bang bang. Bang bang, he shot me down. No, nobody can take anybody that was shot twice. Richard, no. wow. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. I got two, yeah. I got two. Oh, God, they're coming in twos tonight, aren't they? They're coming in twos. Twos. Right. If you'll just bear with me, because I'm literally saying to them, look, I've got, you feel as if you got two links, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. They're just saying, you've got us gangsters more, Marcus, with pushback too. Yeah. Us gangsters more. Oh, thank you, Julie, because I'll thank you, Julie. Right, okay. Me and Julie are related, sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be 100% honest with you, and I've done this in the past. I've raised with me, she knows them. Okay. Right. I just got to move on. I've just got to move on with this. It's the link. It's the link, okay? Because I was about to explain something, and no, and it's a guy. It's a guy. It's a guy. It's a guy that's communicating. It's a guy. Because I was about to explain something, he says, no, just move on. Just move on. No, it's definitely a shooting. Definitely a shooting. And it's a guy, because I can take the shooting on the shoulder. It's a guy that's communicating, Julie. Okay, it's a guy, because I was about to explain something. He said, just move on, and that's the way he used to say that. That's the way he used to talk. You know, in some of the films, you know, you'd see some people say, jog on, chap, jog on, get out of the way. And he's just said to me, move on, just move on, go forward. And that's part of his terminology. And he's coming so close to me now. And excuse me. Oh, he just made me burp there. And sunken chest. They would, okay. All right. There's someone this side. There's someone this side that has what we call a sunken chest. There's a chest that goes in as opposed to out. Just goes in, because he is there. And I've just been given the name Dave. I'm not now, Julie. Please, I'm not going to glue things together, okay? Because he doesn't want me to explain what I was going to explain, so I'm just going to move on. I'll explain that right at the end of the show. But he's got me all over the place, and his mind is all over the place, and that's part of his character. He would be jumping from one thing to another, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that. Whatever it is he's doing, he had to be doing it. He had to be in control. He was always in control. In his mind, he was always in control. I hope you can take that as part of this character. I've just been given the name Dave, that would also link. Dave would link to? All right. Oh, what? Right. Now this is Dave. There's a Dave that would link to a motorbike gang or a motorbike chapter. they've just told me. So there's a Dave somewhere, and I'm not saying this he's linked to this guy at all. I'm not saying that. It's just I've got the name Dave that would be linked to either a motorbike gang or a motorbike chapter. If it's a chapter, it's to do with Hells Angels, isn't it? That type of stuff. But don't glue it all together. This is just as a general thing. There's also, because he's pulling back a little bit now. He's pulling them back a bit. He's just, you know, when someone looks at you and says, so what? So what? What can change? You can take it. Oh, good. So you should recognize the part of the characters to say, so what? If someone would confront this person, so what? I've got to say it right. I've got to say it right. He wants me to say a sentence, and I'm telling him that he's got to say it right, because if it's not right, it doesn't prove who he is. And he's a little bit, he's bringing his character forward, and it's a little bit arrogant, and it's a bit, oh, I've got it, yeah, I've got it. He's just made me say, not my problem, mate. And he would have said that. He would have physically used that terminology. Not my problem, mate. Now, hopefully I can get some validation on there, because then I can give a little bit more information. He's, oh, okay, okay. And please, if you may, Julie, do not link this necessarily to the problem when you get linked like this is he's quite a powerful character, and he's putting a lot of feelings on me, and he's making me he's putting sound patterns, and he's giving me different actions that he would do, this, that, and the other. And it's not overpowering, but I understand his character. So when I'm giving the next bit of information, you don't have to necessarily link it to him. It's because you should know someone this side that is linked with drugs and firearms. That's what I've just been told. Drugs and firearms. That I haven't seen whether it's prison. I haven't seen this, that, and the other. But I was just given drugs and firearms, and it's as if, you know. And I suppose, you know, I mean, I live in Coventry. There's certain gangs. There's certain individuals, there's certain families that would be linked to this type of thing in any city, in any major city. And I don't want you necessarily to link it to him, but that's what he's talking about. He's talking about there, drugs and firearms. I just need a little bit of confirmation on there. And okay, he's changing his approach now. He's changing the approach, so I've got to go with this. Okay, I've got to go with this. He's saying another thing that he used to say was baby girl. All right, baby girl. All right, baby girl. Or how are you doing, baby girl? And he used to use that maybe for, you know, as a term of endearment. And he's just saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it was. Let's move on. So I feel that's what he's saying. Let's move on. Let's move on. So there's a situation that now, because both of you can take it and you know of it, there's a situation around one of you, nothing at all to do with this information in the holistic sense. Not sure if my last message went through typing again. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it, Ivy, mate. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I'm talking to you, Ivy, mate, there's this. Okay. The thing is, Ivy, mate, as I say, don't link any of this now to the information. It's just other stuff coming through. There should be a situation around you at the moment, and I mean sort of immediate. I'm not talking about in a couple of weeks' time or a couple of weeks back. There should be a situation in and around you at the moment that unless someone grasps the nettle and unless someone says what needs to be said, it's going to continue to be an ongoing situation. We can deal with situation. We can kick a can down the line, down the alley as many times as we want. But the thing is, it's as if there's a situation that's causing a lot of stress, causing a little bit of upset, and it's as if to say, just grasp the nettle, because as long as you deal with it in a succinct way, in a proper way, then things will even out. And I hope you can take that. And I'd feel quite positive. I feel quite positive in going forward when someone has said this side, the I's need to be dotted and the T's needs to be crossed. And as soon as that's done, let's go forward. Let's go forward. That's the main message. Let's go forward. Move on. We need to move on. And I'll leave that with you, okay? Yeah. Okay, yes, yeah. Oh, see myself on the big screen. Oh, tomorrow morning we've got Divine Service Wimbledon Spiritualist Church starting at 11 a.m. Hopefully you can sign on to that. They've been going all the way through the pandemic. Do we know who's on, Richard? I've been told that Richard thinks it's Ivan Lee, but I'm not to quote him. So there you go. Ivan, 11 o'clock, as I said, Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, usually a really, really good morning on a Sunday morning. And VIP nights tomorrow night. Myself and Veronica will be hosting it tomorrow night. Hopefully Veronica will be there. Basically, if you're a VIP or a patron, you can come along and we do sort of exercises to sort of enhance your abilities, your psychic and mediumistic abilities. And we've had some fantastic results over the last few weeks. Sally Worker gave me an absolutely storming reading last week, because every second week we have fledglings on, and she absolutely knocked it out of the park, honestly. So I'll be giving a little bit of feedback on there, and it's mediumship training for the VIPs. And if you want to become a VIP, go onto the Spiritual Psychics TV website and you can sign up. It only costs, how much is it, Richard? £1.20, is it, a month? Sorry, £1.50 a month. Or if you want to, a month, and all it is helping to keep Spiritual Psychics TV free for everybody. And I've got we can take that, Ivy May. I hope you I would love to do that. I'm a patron, but don't have the confidence to show me. Natalie, you come along. Honestly, you didn't even have to go on camera. Just pop in. Don't even have to go on camera. Just see how we do it. It is very, very laid back. It's a fantastic community there, and everybody, what we say is there's no negativity in there. It's all about positivity, and we're in that secure environment. Yes, definitely, June. Definitely. What you could do, June, is just see what song comes into your mind and give a message on it and try it. Same like I show my face and speaking on camera. Heather, come along. If you don't want to speak, you don't speak. You can use the chat. You don't have to go on camera. You can use the chat function. So just because you're a little bit shy, you don't have to go on camera. You don't have to speak. You can use the chat function. But come along and have a look. You'll really enjoy it. You'll really enjoy it. Not because I'm hosting it and Veronica's hosting it. I will be there. Hopefully see you there then, Natalie. As I say, just go on to the SBT fan page. The Zoom link will be on there, and hopefully I can be there for a change tomorrow night. Yeah, and we're doing some exercises, and people practice their mediumship, and it's a secure environment. It's non-judgmental. It's very secure environment. Okay. Any more adverts, Richard? Or we got about 7 minutes left, have we? Or we? Yeah. Okay. And Richard is saying he's setting up a new website, and he needs people to come on and test the website for him about 2 o'clock tomorrow. And it's the normal VIP details. So you just go on to there and test the website. So yeah, and Richard will talk you through it. Just try to stress test it, as you know, just go on there. Hopefully people have enjoyed it tonight. As we say, we can never guarantee communication. Hopefully we've proved survival tonight. My message has been so clear, lady. I think I'll take the plunge and join in. Brilliant, Heather. Well done. Well done. And as I said, if you don't want to go on camera, don't go on camera. You can do it on chat. But there are some exercises that we will be doing. And it's all about you developing as an individual. And as I was saying, with mediumship and mediumistic abilities, hopefully we've proved survival tonight. We can't guarantee communion. What we can do is offer ourselves as channels. And the thing is, with Spiritual Psychics TV, it's free to everybody. So we do need that support. People signing up as a patron and become part of the community and being part of this big, lovely family of ours. Thank you very much, Christine. Hopefully everybody, some people have enjoyed, especially the new people that have signed on for the first time. Just have a look. There's lovely, lovely readers. And Shelley, thank you very much. My pleasure. My pleasure. As I said, I've got a new iPad. Veronica, go take the dog. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yes, Veronica. Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah. I don't have to take the dog out. All right. Thanks for lovely night, Marcus Richard. Our pleasure, Eileen. It really is our pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. As I said, without you, we wouldn't be able to do it, would we? Thanks for the IVMA message. Man who was shot, their partner contact, let them know what's happened. You have his personality spot. Oh, thank you, Julie. But Julie, it's all about them communicating. That's what it is. And if we've done that, then we know that love link never ever dies, is it? Thanks for yet another evening. Big love, safe. Thank you, Kelly. Hopefully see you tomorrow night, Kelly, at the VIP. Love leaving, love listening to other people's messages. Yeah, and we're all individuals, Tina. We've all got different styles. Thank you once again. My pleasure, Michelle. Honestly, it is really, really my pleasure. And quite often when they come that close. Oh, thank you, Haley. Hopefully see you soon, especially when lockdown finishes. We'll all get together, get a big family gathering. Thanks for coming on, Sue. Thank you. My pleasure, Lauren. And it's only thanks to all the people signing on and Richard that we've got the platform for this. Pamela. Pamela is the only person that has ever guessed my star sign. But thank you, thank you, G-Man. I like the halo, Gary. I do like the halo. I mean, that's lovely. Mr. and Mrs. B, thank you. Joe. Oh yes. Oh yes. I didn't realize that was Joe. Oh, right, Joe. Yeah. Mary, good evening. Good night. Night, Mary. Night, Stace. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Got you. Yes. Well, it's a secure atmosphere, isn't it, Pamela? We'll be pushing you tomorrow night, though. We'll be pushing you tomorrow night. There's no doubt about that. In a nice way. In a nice way. Thank you very much, Priscilla. Yeah, and good night, everybody, and thank you for signing on. And don't forget to have a look at Spiritual Psychics TV. There's something on every single day. Good night, everybody.